Thank you, Vishal sir. And good morning to all. I am Charanjeev Singh from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Punjabi University, Patiala. On the fourth day of our 84th refresher course, I am the chairperson for morning session. We will start our day with prayer. For this, I request Cultural Committee to start with prayer and thought of the day. Over to Cultural Committee. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर. गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल. आज हम गाएंगे इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना. इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना. हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना. दूर अज्ञान के हो अंधेरे, तू हमें ज्ञान की रोशनी दे. हर बुराई से बचते रहे हम, जितनी भी दे भली जिंदगी दे. बैर होना किसी का किसी से, भावना मन में बदले की होना. हम चले नेक रास्ते पे, हमसे भूल कर भी कोई भूल होना. हम न सोचे हमें क्या मिला है, हम ये सोचे किया क्या है अर्पण. फूल खुशियों के बाटे सभी को, सबका जीवन ही बन जाए मधुबन. अपनी करुणा का जल तू बहा के, कर दे पावन. देना दाता, मन का विश्वास कमजोर होना. थैंक यू सो मच.
Hello. There is a problem due to weather, I think. I am audible? Hello. Vishal sir, can you confirm I am audible, sir?
Yes, please continue.
Thanks ma'am. Silence is a good meditation. Now we observe silence for 1 minute. So I request all the participants to mute yourself and your devices for 1 minute. Thank you. Thank you all. Yesterday, on the third day of refresher course, we have 3 sessions. The best thing about yesterday's sessions that all the sessions are related to each other. For this, I want to thank our course coordinator, Dr. Vishal Goyal ji, for arranging the sessions very well. We learn various concepts of NLP in yesterday's sessions. The first technical session is started from 10 a.m. to 11:30, and it was chaired by Dr. Rajandeep Singh, and speaker for this session was Dr. Neeldhari Shekhar Das, Professor and Head Linguistic Research Unit, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. I request and welcome Dr. Manju Sood to give brief review about this session. Please, ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
You are audible, ma'am.
Good morning, Dr. Vishal Dev, all the participants of the session course. The chairperson for the first session yesterday that was on 12th August 2020, the session course was Mr. Rajandeep Singh, who introduced the resource person for the session, Dr. Neeladhari Shekhar Das. Dr. Das is Professor and Head Linguistic Research Institute, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. He delivered the talk on the topic Natural Language Annotation and Processing. He initiated the lecture by highlighting the importance of language text, digitization, annotation and processing for IT sector, industrial, commercial, research and
Excuse me,
teaching
ma'am.
areas.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Can you speak little bit louder, ma'am?
Sure. He then
Thank you,
explained
ma'am.
the types of natural language texts which are spoken text, and his focus was on written type of text. He explained the type of written offline and written online text data, with the reasons for the need of natural language text digitization, annotation and processing. He added that the components found from a language text like linguistic data, examples, information about life, language and society. He discussed the ways to utilize language text for digitization, annotation and processing. The various processes of digitization included text conversion, metadata generation for text encoding, and text normalization of words. He then explained the process of annotation of text along with its meaning. He said that annotation of text means a process by a machine additional information to the base of a text. While explaining the acts performed during annotation, he said that these are orthographic, semantic, syntactic, anaphoric, etymological, discursive, figurative, ethnographic, and named entity. Then he processing of text, in which machine performs acts like paragraph breaking, sentence breaking, lexical sorting, and so on. He also clarified all these steps in simple language. To clarify all the steps of digitization, annotation, and processing of a text, he quoted one relevant example of text, clarified how all these steps of natural language processing are carried out. He further elaborated on the processing of text. He told that steps like paragraph breaking, sentence breaking, lexical sorting, frequency count, concordance, collocation, chunking, keyword search, local word group, and lemmatization during processing of a piece of text, and explain meaning of each of these terms. He explained the outputs from processed text that are given by machines in the form of raw or unannotated data, different types of annotated text, one digital lexical databases, semantically related lexical data, term banks, named entity database, syntactically annotated, different types of sentences, and sentence databases with chunks, that is, tree banks. He further explained natural language processing tools which include lexical analyzer, etymology annotator, spell checker, sense annotator, POS collocator, stammer, lematizer, morphological analyzer, generator, lexical decomposer, compound tagger, style annotator, along with the functions of each performed in a text by these tools. Look up how and where the processed and annotated text can be useful. He said that these can be utilized in the areas of NLP, language teaching, IT and development, machine learning of text, machine translations, e-governance, online teaching, and so many others. Concluding the talk, various benefits of text processing techniques and tools, including linguistic benefits, commercial benefits, technological benefits, and linguistic benefits. At the end, participants were solved by the resource person. The content of the topic was delivered through online lecture. The content of the topic was delivered through online lecture using a PowerPoint presentation and illustrations. Interaction of the resource was excellent. The content was as per the needs of participants, as the area has a need of participants, as the area has vast scope and it can be utilized. It can be utilized by the engage younger generation for their growth in the areas like linguistics, commerce, technology, and benefits of humans. Thank you. Sorry, it was due to disturbance on the call.
It's okay, ma'am. But I request all the participants to put your devices in mute mode when
Sorry.
It's okay, ma'am.
That's what I meant to.
Okay, thank you. It's very nice, ma'am. And the second session, second technical session is from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Chairperson for this session was Dr. Manju Sood, and the speaker for this session was Dr. M.D. Kulkarni, Senior Retired Director, CDEC Pune. To give review of this session, I welcome Dr. Girija ma'am. Please, ma'am, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Good morning to all, sir. Myself, Dr. Girija College, Bidar, Karnataka. I am presenting review of yesterday's second session, that is from 12 to 1:30 of Dr. M.D. Kulkarni, sir, retired Senior Director, CDEC, Pune. The topic of the session was international domain names. Sir explained very well about international domain name policy, IDN policy for Indian languages, and also he explained policy rules created specifically for IDNs in Indian languages. Sir also explained permissible and impermissible entities in the Brahmi syllable. Sir explained about variants, type of variants, and displayed detailed layout for languages. And sir also shown the Unicode while sharing the slide, and also comparison table of all languages. Sir used PowerPoint presentation for the session also. Sir's interaction was very wonderful, but due to weather and rainy, I didn't attended first half an hour class. Yesterday, sir also didn't put any material in WhatsApp group. If you put it, that also I can't be downloaded due to network problem. So, sir, I think sir has explained very well about the international domain names and policies. Last half an hour I attended and I reviewed that part only. So sorry for that. I request sir to Vishal sir to excuse me, because due to that network problem only I got that problem. I didn't heard first half an hour, sir. So sorry for that, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. The third technical session is from 2:30 to 4 p.m. Chairperson for this session was Dr. Girija ma'am. Speaker for the last session of third day was Dr. Gurpreet Singh Lail from Department of Computer Science, Punjabi University, Patiala. I have no doubt to say that Dr. Gurpreet Singh Lail and Dr. Vishal Goyal ji are the two diamonds of our university. They lead all the functions of Punjabi University very well. To present the review of this session, I welcome Dr. Rajandeep Singh. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Charanveer Singh. Good morning, dear participants and respected course coordinator. I, Rajandeep Singh, am assigned with the review of session 3rd, which was held on 12th August 2020. The timing of the session was 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. And the chairperson for this session was Dr. Girija Mangalgatti. The resource person for the session was Dr. Gurpreet Singh Lail, who is a professor, Department of Computer Science, Punjabi University, Patiala. Chairperson Dr. Girija introduced the expert with the session participants at the start of session. The topic of presentation by Dr. Gurpreet Singh Lail was natural language processing. In the start of the talk, Dr. Lail very nicely explained the meaning of NLP while listing common applications of NLP in day-to-day life. He critically explained the challenges in the field of natural language processing. A few of those are ambiguities in NLP, lagging language processing technologies, sentence level ambiguity, syntactic ambiguity, and other problems in machine translation. From practical point of view, Dr. Lail explained working and functionality of NLP-based projects like Reading Pen, translation of image to language, automated chat box, conversion of one language to other, etc. Dr. Lail introduced language processing technologies like machine translation, text classification, text summarization, search, and information retrieval, plagiarism detection, and question-answer systems. He also demonstrated the concept of Punjabi speech language recognition system. The functionality of the system was demonstrated to the house, and that system is in-house developed inside the Punjabi University Patiala for natural language processing. The name of the software is Akhar, and using optical character recognition technique, the Gurmukhi printed and handwritten text translation was demonstrated. He also demonstrated the concept of conversion of Punjabi text into Braille text using computer software named Akhar. In the same software, there is a utility titled Name Conversion Utility. This utility allows the conversion of Indian names and addresses from English language to Gurmukhi, Hindi, and Shahmukhi transcripts. A few examples of these conversions were also shown. He explained the functionalities of Punjabi grammar checking, Punjabi text summarization, thesaurus, and suffix lists in the Akhar software. The discussion was not only limited to Punjabi language, he also presented intelligent Hindi to Punjabi font converter. By taking the examples, Dr. Lail showed the rapid development observed in the capabilities of Google Translate tools in recent years. He also demonstrated the working of inter-language converter, which is a kind of translation device for travelers for speech translation between English, Spanish, Chinese, and French languages. The mode of talk was PowerPoint presentation, but for easy understanding of the concepts, Dr. Lail also played some videos. The one video was related to natural language processing of machines in Hindi language, and other was related to basic training in Punjabi language using eLearn Punjabi software. This makes the talk very attractive. The session was very informative and relevant to the need of participants, as in the era of computer-based teaching and learning, these language processing tools may become very helpful to the participants. In the question and answer session, the participants asked questions from the expert, which were taken by the expert of the day, Dr. Lail. In the end of session, the chairperson of the session presented formal vote of thanks to the expert of the day, Dr. Gurpreet Singh Lehal. After the vote of thanks, the session was concluded with the singing of national anthem. This is all about the review, and over to Dr. Charnveer sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think today's speaker yet to join, so I request Cultural Committee to take some time. Is there any one available?
Dr.
in
Charanjeev,
Cultural
your
Committee?
story. Dr. Charanjeev, your story. We are waiting for
Okay, sir.
some story.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Your experience, story, whatever.
ओके सर. एक्चुअली सर कुछ एक स्टोरी है जो मेरे बीटेक के टाइम की है. शायद इंग्लिश में वो फील नहीं आएगी और हिंदी में भी मैं काफ़ी बैड ही हूँ, पर सबको देखते हुए मैं हिंदी में ट्राई करता हूँ सर. सर ये है शायद 1998 या 97 की बात होगी, जब मैं सेकंड ईयर में था बीटेक में. तो हमारे यहाँ ना एक मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर ने आना था. एट दैट टाइम जो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है उनकी शायद 3-4 आवर्स की क्लास थी, जिसके लिए फीस थी अराउंड 300 रुपीज. एंड जो मैं था एक्चुअली और मेरे जो फ्रेंड थे, हम इतने कंफर्टेबल नहीं थे कि हम उस टाइम में, जैसे नए नए आए थे बीटेक में भी, 4 घंटे या 5 घंटे लगातार बैठे. बट हमें ये भी था कि जो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है उस टाइम में अराउंड, अगर हम कहें 20 ईयर बैक, 300 रुपीज इज अ बिग अमाउंट. सो हमने क्या किया, 5-6 जनों ने कुछ कुछ पैसे इकट्ठे किए, 20, 30, 40, 50 जितने भी थे, और एक पर्सन तैयार किया जो उसे सुन सके, मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर को, जो हमें लगता था कि वो 4 घंटे बैठ सकता है. तो हमने क्या किया, 300 की एक टिकट बाई की और इसको दे दी, भी आप सुनो, हम शाम को सुनेंगे आपसे वो क्या कहता है. बिकॉज हमने ऐसा लग रहा था कि अगर 300 रुपीज कोई किसी पर्सन की टिकट है एक मोटिवेशनल स्पीक की, तो कुछ तो खासियत होगी. उस 6 बजे शायद फ्री हो गए, हम 8 बजे उसके कमरे में गए पूछने के लिए भी क्या कुछ था. उन्होंने कुछ स्टोरी सुनाई, 2-3 मैं एक शेयर करता हूँ आपसे, शायद वैसे सुनी होगी मोस्टली. उसने बताया कि जैसे एक बिल्ली का बच्चा था, वो बिल्ली के ना आगे पीछे बहुत तेजी से घूम रहा था, बहुत तेजी से. बिल्ली उसको कह रही थी, भी क्या कर रहे हो बच्चा, अभी रुको. अब वो कहता, मम्मी मुझे छोड़ दो, मुझे पता चल गया जिंदगी का सुख कहाँ पे है, अब आज मैं वो सुख हासिल करके ही रहूंगा. वो फिर तेजी से घूमने लगा उसके आस पास पूरी फुल स्पीड से. 2-3 मिनट बाद फिर वो थक गया. बिल्ली ने फिर उससे पूछा कि क्या कर रहे हो. वो कहता, मम्मी अब मुझे छोड़ दो, माँ मुझे पता है मेरी खुशी मेरी पूंछ में है, और आज मैं अपनी पूंछ को पकड़ के ही छोड़ूंगा, जितनी खुशी आज मैं पकड़ के ही छोड़ूंगा. वो फिर घूमने लग गया. थोड़ी देर बाद उसे भूख लगी. उसने कहा, माँ मुझे भूख लगी है, कुछ दो खाने को. माँ ने कहा, वो सामने ना 10 to 20 मीटर एक ब्रेड का पीस पड़ा है, उसको लेके आ. वो गया, ब्रेड को उठाया उसने और वापस लेके आ गया. बिल्ली ने उससे पूछा, अब जब तू जा रहा था एंड जब तू वापस आ रहा था, तेरी पूंछ कहाँ पे थी. ही सेड कि वो पूंछ तो मेरे पीछे पीछे आ रही थी. बिल्ली ने उसे समझाया कि जैसे अब हम खुशी के पीछे भागेंगे तो खुशी हमें कभी नहीं मिलेगी. अपना काम करो, पूरी दिल लगा के करो, तो खुशी अपने आप आपके पीछे पीछे आएगी. ये स्टोरी मुझे काफी अच्छी लगी थी, सो इसलिए मैंने आपके साथ शेयर की. थैंक यू वेरी मच. Now we have joined with Dr. Rakesh Kumar ji. Welcome, Rakesh sir. Welcome. Today we have 2 speakers, Dr. Arun Thakur and Dr. Rakesh Kumar ji. Dr. Rakesh Kumar ji is for session 1 and 2. Dr. Rakesh Kumar ji is Associate Professor and HOD of Basic and Applied Science, Punjabi University, Patiala. He is well-known personality. Sir done MSc in Mathematics from Punjabi University Patiala in 2002 and PhD degree in 2009 under the supervision of Dr. R.K. Nagachi, Department of Mathematics, Punjabi University Patiala. The research area of Dr. Rakesh ji include differential geometry with indefinite matrices, geometry of indefinite golden and statistical manifolds. Sir won various awards that include Professor H.P. Dikshit Memorial Award 2018, Adarsh Vidya Saraswati Rashtriya Puraskar, Young Geometry Award, Outstanding Faculty Award, and many more. Sir supervised more than 7 PhD candidates and Sir have more than 15 years of teaching experience. I welcome Sir from the behalf of all the candidates and HRDC staff. I hope this session will very helpful for all of us. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir. Sir, I think you have to unmute yourself, Rakesh ji.
Let me, yeah, I think now I am audible to all of you. Thank you very much.
Sir, yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for nice introduction for me. I am also thankful to Director HRDC, Professor Munrichi ji, and Professor Vishal Goyal ji for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge on LaTeX with all of you. And we will try our best by the end of today's session, you will be able to write your research paper using LaTeX program. Okay? So without wasting much time, so I am going to start on LaTeX. So these are the contents. So before we start, as today we are going to learn LaTeX, there is one quote. I think I should share this quote with all of you. This says, never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. So this is funda of my life. So I hope you will accept this thing also. So never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. So that's why we are here to learn LaTeX also. So let me start with the LaTeX. So before introduction, LaTeX is simply pronounced as LaTeX or LaTeX. It is a program with a special version of text that understands more commands. It is a powerful typesetting program created by Donald Icahn. Now listen very carefully. We are already familiar with one typesetting program, that is MS Word. We usually write our day-to-day letters, our research papers, our theses, books, etc. using MS Word. This is also another program. By using LaTeX, you can write a simple letter to complex things, complex documents. You can write your day-to-day letters. You can write your research articles, theses, books, proceeding, etc. Anything you can write. And this is a powerful program as compared to MS Word. Why it is powerful, I will explain step by step. So it is aimed at typesetting text. So it is used to for typing your documents and mathematical formulas, and released in 1982. Using LaTeX, you can write your mathematical stuff very cleanly, very neatly. So usually when we use MS Word and we need to, if we need to add some mathematical stuff there, like mathematical equation or mathematical fonts or other things, then we have to use equation editor. But the quality of mathematical expression using using equation editor in MS Word is not so good. But when you use LaTeX program and you write your mathematical stuff, whatever the complex is, first thing is it is easy to write. Second thing is the quality. The quality of your mathematical stuff will be very nice, very good. So this is the first reason why we should learn LaTeX. Especially those teachers who are working in sciences as well as in engineering, they should know how to write your document in LaTeX, because they usually encounter with mathematical stuff. Otherwise, it is useful for every teacher. It is useful for a teacher from humanities group also. It is useful for everyone. So there are other reasons, other benefits are, it is extremely stable, runs on many different types of computer. Okay, it is suitable for producing a wide variety of documents of highest typographical quality. The typographical quality will be very high when you write your document using LaTeX. From simple letter to complex books, you can write daily to daily letters. You can write your small articles, your notes, your search articles, your theses, your books, proceeding of any conference, anything you can write, no problem. And the plus point is positive point is the quality, typographical quality will be very high. It has facilities of automatic numbering of chapters. When you use, say for example, you are writing your book consisting of 10-15 chapters using LaTeX, it will number each chapter automatically. It will number the sections, subsections of every chapter automatically according to the chapter number. It will number the theorems, definitions, remarks, corollaries, notes, equations automatically for you. You need not to bother to write the number. It will do everything for you automatically. This is the second major benefit of using LaTeX as compared to your MS Word. Third thing is, you need not to bother about the formatting of document also. When you are using MS Word, you need to take care of lot of formatting. You need to take care of line spacing, paragraph spacing, and margins also. It will do everything for you. You need not to bother. It will split the text into lines of equal width. The line spacing will be equal automatically by default. Format it into paragraphs. It will divide your content into paragraph automatically. Breaks into pages and will generate page numbers, running heads, all other things. It will do everything for you automatically. So next is, if you write say any document using MS Word, and if you during writing if you press your space bar by mistake twice or thrice, MS Word shows that much space between words. But this LaTeX, multiple blanks in it has no effect. It will count only once. Similarly, a new paragraph is indicated in the input text by an empty line. If you press your enter button once or twice or thrice or four times, it will count only single one. Okay? One thing, these are some basic advantages over MS Word. One thing to note is, there are actually two types of files. One is input file, other is output file. Input file is usually known as source file, and on source file or input file we will write our document, whatever we want to write. This source file, input file will contain some commands. It is based on commands. So we will write documents in source file or input file, and we will compile it. And after compilation, we get a final document, output document in the form of PDF file. So there are two files. I think it is clear to all of you. Input file, output file. We will write on input file, and we will use commands of LaTeX, and then we will compile it. And after compilation, we get output file. That will be in the PDF form. The source file will contain text and commands. that controls the formatting or formatting of your structure. Commands consist of either a certain single character that cannot be used as a text character, and each command start with backslash. Just keep this thing in mind when you are using your LaTeX. Each command in LaTeX will start with backslash. So current version is edition 2, LaTeX edition 2. It was released in 1994. So other advantages are LaTeX is highly portable. You can download in your pen drive, clear, and it is free. It is freely available on internet, clear. So the typesetting of mathematical formulas is ported in convenient way. You can write your mathematical stuff very easily. Even the mathematical equation is any complex nature. Even then you can write it very easily and cleanly also. The final output of your mathematical equation will be of high typographical quality. Even complex structures such as footnotes, references, table of contents, bibliographies can be generated very easily. You can write references very easily. You can write table of content of your document very easily by using a single word. You need to write there simple only backslash table of content, and when you compile your LaTeX file, table of content will be generated there automatically. So it will generate footnotes very easily, references, table of contents, bibliography for you very easily. LaTeX encourages author to write well-structured text. So of course, figures can be imported from your system to your document. Whatever figure is, either it is a PDF file or JPG or PNG file, you can import that picture or document in your document. Yes? Or you can create some diagrams using LaTeX also. There are several add-on packages which will enhance the capability of LaTeX. Yes? They are already available, readily available, and freely available on the internet. When you use LaTeX, and if you need some package, we will add a package on your document. And when you compile, if the LaTeX need additional documents in your package, it will install automatically from the internet. Okay? So list of tables, list of figures, table of contents, as I told you, index, that can also be generated very easily. Index is a collection of some important words which usually appear in the end of the book, so that you can search the content of the book by the word also. So that is index. That index can also be generated, can be created very easily using LaTeX only with one command. Okay? So these are the benefits. And other benefits are, let me explain some few more benefits. So let me explain by taking one example. So for example, you are writing your thesis using MS Word, and your thesis contains 7 chapters, clear, and each chapter contains say 10-12 mathematical equation, and in totality you have around say 100 mathematical equations. Okay, 100 mathematical equation in your thesis. When you are going to submit your thesis in the department, your mentor, your supervisor feel that some mathematical equations are not in use. We should eliminate these mathematical equations. Some equation from chapter number 1, some equation from chapter 3, some equation number 4, and some equation from chapter number 7. And your mentor told you that you add these equation in chapter 5, these equation in chapter 7, these equation in chapter 3 at the last moment. Then what you will do? You have to do. And when you add or delete mathematical equation, it is a very time consuming method, because when you add or delete your mathematical equations, then not only you are deleting or adding mathematical equations, you have to change the equation number also, as well as in the main text also, because you have already used equation number in the main text. So for example, using equation number 10 and using equation number 13, we get equation number 45 as the answer. Now you need to change these equation number also. It is a very time consuming, and most of the time we get we get some mistake there. But when you are using LaTeX, you add as much as mathematical equation, delete as much as mathematical equation you wish, and it will change the number of equations as well as in main text of the document automatically for you. You need not to bother. Second thing, in the end of your thesis, in the end of your book, at the end of your search article, you write a bibliography. This is a collection of research paper, review articles, books which you have used in the main text of your document. If you feel some references are not in use or some other you need to be add, then you will add or delete some references. Then if you are using LaTeX, when you add or delete references, it will change the number of references in the bibliography as well as in the main text automatically for you. You need not to bother. But when you are using MS Word, then you need to be very, very careful when you are changing the number of your references. So it will do everything for you. It will format your document for you automatically. It will add on additional things like index, table of content, other things for you automatically. It will take care of change of equation number, change of sections, change of subsections, and change of references. Everything it will take care for you. And other thing is nowadays, if you are going to publish your search paper in a well-reputed journal, now most of the journal they wish that author submit his or her document or paper in LaTeX format. Nowadays journals are also demanding LaTeX source file, and moreover, journals also, if you go to any reputed journal, either of Springer or Elsevier or any other well-known publisher, on the website of the journal, you can find a LaTeX template of research paper, which is readily available on the website of the journal. You can download that template and open the template using your LaTeX. It will be clearly mentioned that put your title of your paper here. It will be mentioned there in the template. You simply cut and paste your title of the paper there. In the template, it will be clearly mentioned that write the name of author here. You will cut and paste the name of the author there. You will cut and paste the affiliation of the authors. You will cut and paste the introduction, your figures, your text, your references, and when you compile that template, what you will get? You will get the paper exactly in the required format of that journal. Clear? And this is another benefit of using LaTeX. You can use that template, of course, when you have some basic knowledge of LaTeX. So today's aim. Today we have 3 lectures. This is the first lecture, and in my second lecture I will give you the basic idea about all the commands. In third lecture, my colleague Dr. Anup Thakur, he will tell you how can you write a research paper using these commands. Clear? So that is a very important session for you, because you will learn how to write a research paper. How can you use these basic commands which you have already studied in first 2 lectures in writing your search article. Clear? So our aim is by the end of the day you are able to write your research paper using LaTeX. This is our aim. If you feel any doubt, any problem, we are already available here. I have already shared my email address. I have already shared email address of Dr. Anup Thakur. While writing your document using LaTeX, if you feel any problem at any stage of writing your document, you can contact us. No problem. This PPT is we already shared this PPT with the director HRDC. You can take this PPT from there. No problem. You can mail us also. We will share this PPT with all of you. We have no problem. Even you can find this PPT on a SearchGate on my profile. You can search Rakesh Kumar SearchGate, and you can find this PPT from there also. Because I usually updated this PPT, updated PPT will be available there. So you can ask this PPT for us, no problem. So let's start. I'm going to start. First thing, as I already mentioned, this is highly portable and free. It is free. I am stressing on the word free. So if it is free, then question is, how can you download this program on your system? So I will first of all explain how can you download. The first thing, before we go to download page, there are some disadvantages also. It is not what you see is what you get type program. In MS Word, what we are typing, we are getting the same thing. What mistake you do in writing your document, we get the same mistake. Clear? We are getting same thing, but you are writing. But here in LaTeX, it is not like that, because I already mentioned there are two types of file. One is source file, other is output file. Source files contain some commands. It is depending upon commands. You can see the final output PDF file when your document, when your LaTeX file, source file get compiled. After that you can get then after that you can see what you get, like that. So it is not of that type that what you see is what you get. But you are seeing commands. But what you are getting, the final output. So this is a, you can say, a disadvantage. Second thing is, at least minimum level of computer awareness is necessary. A few computer related terminology have been learned. So of course we are teachers, and these are not difficult for us to learn. Clear? So let me start. How can you download this program, this tool on your system? Clear? So first thing is, open your internet, go to your Google page and write MikTeX download on Google search bar. MikTeX, MikTeX download. And in Google search bar, and when you press the button enter, you will get this screen. Clear? After getting this screen, you can press the first option, and when you press this first option, then you will get this type of screen. You will reach at MikTeX platform, MikTeX website. This is the actually the program MikTeX. Clear? So from here you can download your MikTeX. It is available for Windows, it is available for MacBook, it is available for Linux. What system you are using, according to your system, choose the installer. There are two installers are available. You can install directly from the bar installer, and you can also install portable edition. So you can download, and it will guide you step by step how can you install this MikTeX in your system. So after installing this MikTeX in your system, then go to this file, WinEdit. Now go to Google, then write WinEdit download in your Google search bar, WinEdit download on Google search bar, and you will get this web page. Click the download and link WinEdit, and you will reach on this WinEdit website. Here there are options. Either you can download 64-bit or 32-bit according to your specification of your system which you are using. Download 32 or 64-bit as per your requirement. And in these days 10.3 current version is available. You can download it. What is this? MikTeX is actually a software, you can say. This is a program. This WinEdit, it is an interface. It is a platform. It is a platform which will run by MikTeX. There are other platforms also. There are other interface also. One is usually common is Text Studio. This is very common. But but as per my experience, what I feel, WinEdit is more easy. Clear? And after downloading WinEdit, I hope each and every system is now you have Adobe Reader with you. Clear? Because as I already told you, the output file will be a PDF file. When you compile your source file, you get the output file as a PDF file. You get PDF file only and only when you have Adobe Reader in your system system. So download Adobe Reader if you have not, and when you compile your document, you will get the PDF file as the output. Other thing, Adobe should be there, no problem. Adobe should be there. You can also download one other thing is, which is Sumatra PDF. Sumatra PDF. Clear? Sumatra PDF. Write Sumatra PDF on your search bar, and then enter. You will then you will get or you will reach at Sumatra PDF web page. From here, download option. You can download either 32-bit or 64-bit according to your requirement. And after downloading Sumatra PDF, then you need to link your WinEdit with this Sumatra PDF. Clear? So let me show you first of all. Say this is WinEdit. After downloading, first thing you need to download is MikTeX, and then you need to download WinEdit. This is WinEdit platform which you are now watching. This is your WinEdit program. You will get this type of platform. Clear? So after getting WinEdit, as I already mentioned, this is more easy. Why it is more easy? If you notice, if you can see, this is summation bar button here. You can press this summation button here. Commands which you will use during writing your document, these are available here in the toolbar of WinEdit. Now you need not to remember these commands. This is mathematical symbols. Clear? Mathematical symbols, under roots, square roots, bar, underline, fractions, some Greek words, Greek alpha, beta, gamma, delta, some mathematical symbols, international symbols, typefaces, either Roman, italic or bold, and so on. Functions, trigonometric, logarithmic, exponential, hyperbolic, braces, and so on. So you can these are available. Some others are, all the commands are readily available on the toolbar. Clear? On the toolbar. So now you need not to remember the commands for each symbol. So you can use these symbols directly from your LaTeX. That's why WinEdit is more comfortable. It is more easy. Second thing is, after downloading your Sumatra PDF, how can you link a Sumatra PDF with this WinEdit? You can go to option bar, option, then execution mode. When you click on execution mode, you will get this box. Go to PDF viewer, and here you can give the link to Sumatra PDF, and then press OK. And then your Sumatra PDF get linked with your WinEdit. So go to options, then execution mode. It is then PDF viewer, and then on alternative one, you can give the link of your Sumatra PDF from your system, and then press button OK, and then Sumatra PDF get linked with your WinEdit. It is not mandatory. Let me explain. This is not mandatory. If you are not linked to your Sumatra PDF WinEdit, there is no problem. You should have only Adobe Reader in your system. When you compile, it will give you the output as a PDF file. No problem. But thing is, if you add this Sumatra PDF, then it will be easy for you to when you open PDF file, no problem. So this is the way to download your MikTeX or LaTeX on your system. Let me repeat again. First thing you need to download on your system is WinEdit. Clear? Then first thing you need to download is MikTeX. Then add WinEdit. This is interface platform. We will write our document on WinEdit, and it will compile with MikTeX, and you will get output as a PDF file. Clear? So Sumatra PDF is optional. You can if you download this Sumatra PDF, I link the Sumatra PDF with WinEdit, then it will be more easy to you. Otherwise there is no problem. If you have Adobe Reader in your system, you can open your output file from there, no problem. So let me start after downloading session. Now let me start with some basic commands. I am getting some messages in your chat box. Let me check whether they are relevant to me or not. I think they are some. Okay. So let me start with the basic commands. Now listen. Very first line which you will write on your WinEdit or LaTeX program, it will be your document class / document class. Then you will write some options. Then you will write options. Options are always in square brackets, and then in curly braces. Then we will put some class. And what we can write in options, what we can write in class, I will explain very soon. What options are? Actually, these options customize these option parameters. These option parameters customize the behavior of your document. Behavior of document means the output is of A4 type page or A5 page or legal page or like that. What will be the output page? What will be your font size? Clear? Equation number will be on left hand side or right hand side. So these are the options. We will put options. Clear? It will customize the behavior of documents. But the class are the type of document to be created. Type of document to be created means it is you are writing a search article or a book or a proceeding like that. Some packages, we will use some packages. Clear? As I already told you, packages is a set of some add-on files which will enhance the capability of LaTeX. So if at some places you need some additional packages, we will use those packages here. Then we will write the first line begin document, then end document. So this is a brief layout. The first line will be document class, then options. We will put options. I will tell you what options you can put. Then a class. Then you can use some packages. Now start with begin document. Your document is begun. Everything you begin, you need to end also. So you will write end document also. Clear? So the area below the document class line, and above the begin document line, where you can write packages. This area is called preamble of the document. Okay? We will recall the packages in this preamble area. Okay. So what option you can put? You can put A4 paper, like A4 paper. If you need that your output is on A4 type paper, you can put A4 paper. If you need that output will be on A5 type paper, you can put A5 paper there. Legal paper, letter paper, executive paper, like that. You can put that thing on in your option. After selecting the page size, then you can select the font size also. You can here in LaTeX. Usually the fonts in types of points, 10 points, 11 points, 12 points. So 12 point is usually we write 12 points or 11 points. You can select the font size. Then listen very carefully. When you write your mathematical equation in your LaTeX, that mathematical equation will always appear in the center of page. Clear? It will appear in the center of the page. If you want that your mathematical equation should be left aligned, it should be left aligned, then you can use this command also, FLQN. FLQN. FL means flash equation number. F means flash. L means left hand side. Flash left hand side equation. Now then your mathematical equation will be on left aligned. As I told you, your mathematical equation will appear in the center of the page. Then equation number will appear either on the right hand side or in the left hand side of the equation. If you wish that your equation number appears on left hand side of the equation, then you can write this option, LQNO. L means left, EQ equation, and no number. It means then equation number will appear in the left hand side of the equation. If you need that equation number should appear on the right hand side, then you can take the option RQNO. Then equation number will appear on the right hand side of the equation. It is your choice. Or sometimes the journal has such type of requirement also. So accordingly you can write your equation number. Other options you can write is 1 column or 2 columns, clear. Two side option is usually for writing books, because when you write a book and when you bind that book, then left hand margin needs some left hand margin is much bigger, so that publisher can bind the book easily. So for two side book, for two sides, there will be a nominal margin on the left hand side, so for binding of the book. So if you're writing one side, then even odd pages have no such nominal margin. Landscape, if you wish that your output is on landscape file, then you can take option as a landscape. Open write and open any. Open write. Open write, actually listen, when you are writing a thesis or a book, if you are writing a thesis or a book, if you take the command open write, then what will happen? Each new chapter will start from right hand side of the book. Clear? It will start from the right hand side of the book. If you take option open any, then it will the new chapter maybe start from the left hand side also. So these options are available. You can use any one of them as per your requirement. So as I told you, you will write these options in the square bracket. Clear? Then class. What you will write in place of class? If you are going to write a research paper or a small document or small letter, you can write their article, class article. If you are going to write your proceeding, then you can write PROC, proceeding, for proceeding. You are going to write your thesis or a small book, or then you can write report. You can use class as a book. If you are going to write a book, you can use slides for making slides also. So let me start. I will show you on the direct. So for example, this is the first line you will write. Say for example, document class. We use options A4 paper, in square bracket A4 paper, 11 point, LQNO means my output will be on A4 paper, 11 point means my font size is 11, then LQNO means my equation number will appear on the left hand side of the equation. Then I use the class article, it means I am going to write a research paper or a small letter. Second example, for example, say / document class, legal paper. It means now output will be on the legal size paper. 12 point, font size will be 12. RQNO, equation number will be on the right hand side. Two side means every time now the left margin will be so nominal, clear? So that binding of book can be done easily. Open write, we use the command option, or open write also means every new chapter now will start from the right hand side. And for book, it means you are going to write a book, clear? So let me write the one thing for you on the LaTeX, on WinEdit. So this is your WinEdit platform. So this is your blank page. Clear? This blank page will appear like this. First of all, save your file page, blank file. So save in some folder. So I create a folder on desktop. Say like name is my today's refresher course, RC refresher course. Okay, then the name of file is a RC. Okay, refresher course. So I save this document. Now, what the first line we will write? Let me increase the font size also, so that you can see this thing very easily. So let me increase the font size. I think now this much font size will be okay for all of you. Okay. So now I'm going to write. So first line will be / document class. First line is / document class. In a square bracket, put option. Say I put A4 paper, means my output should be on A4 type paper, comma. My font size I take 12 point font size. I need my mathematical equation number to mathematical equation should appear on the right hand side of the equation. So I take R, E, Q, and O. So okay, now I will use class. Class should be in curly braces. So I use article. Okay. So okay, this is my first line. Now some packages. But at presently, I will not use any package. I will tell you where you need to add packages. So first line is then begin document. Clear? And end document also. Begin document, end document. So this is my first line. And now I started my document and end document also. Now you can write anything in this area. Between begin document and end document in this area. Clear? So I write, say, today we are attending 84th refresher course. In HRDC, Punjabi University, Patiala. Clear? So I write this thing. So now compile. How can you compile your document? So this is this symbol. I think you can everyone can see this symbol. So you press this symbol. It is compiling your document. Clear? It is compiling your document, and what you see, this is the PDF file of your document. What I have written here. Today we are attending 84th refresher course in HRDC, Punjabi University, Patiala. This thing is available. Clear? Immediately, whatever you will write immediately will appear in the doc file, which is in PDF format. You get immediate PDF file of your document. Clear? So this is the output file. Okay. So next thing is, so okay, after document class, now I will give you the brief idea about some other basic commands. This LaTeX supports 3 types of predefined header-footer combination. Clear? The basic by default header-footer combination is, it will, as I already mentioned, it will generate page number automatically. By default setting is, the page number will appear in the bottom of the page, in the center of the footer, in the middle of the footer. It is by default setting. You can change this setting also by using this command \page style. This plain, if you write plain here at style, if you write plain, this plain is by default. where page number will appear in the footer, in the middle of the footer. This is by default. If you wish that your page number should appear on the header with the chapter name also, then you can write the style as a heading also. Clear? So if you write use empty, if you use empty, it will not show page number on header as well as footer. So without page number. Clear? So this is page style. You can control this also. Now some font style. We usually when you are writing in MS Word, you can bold, you can italic, you can underline, you can slant the words or a sentence very easily in MS Word. We can do also here very easily using LaTeX also. So for example, this is I have written one sentence here. Today we are attending 84th refresher course in HRDC. We can bold this sentence also. How? As I mentioned that it is easy to use. Why? Because most of the commands are easily available on the toolbar in front of you. Say this is typeface. If you can see, this is typeface. But we have selected this sentence. If you want to bold this sentence, I will press after selecting this sentence. I press the switch bold. I select the switch bold and then compile. What you get? You get this bold sentence. Easy to bold, no problem. You can make it italic also. Select hold the sentence. Then italic means emphasis, or italic also you can use italic, no problem. Select and then press the button italic. Now then compile, you get bold as well as compile. You can combine more than 2 commands also. It is bold as well as italic. You can underline also. So how can you underline? As I told you, every command start with backslash. Say backslash underline. Clear? What thing you need to underline? जो भी तुसी underline करना है, whatever you need to underline, put that in curly braces. Start with curly braces and end with curly braces. Clear? So then compile. What you get? This thing. It is bold. It is italic. It is underlined also. So you can club or combine more than 2-3 commands also. Clear? So okay. So next is after font size. These are so for writing italic you can write IT or emphasis EM. For boldface you can write \BF. Then select the words or sentence by using curly braces, /, underline, TT, and so on. Then you can also increase or decrease the font size also. If you want to decrease the font size, you can use this command \tiny. And in curly braces put that word or that sentence. Clear? So for example, say I am writing this word 84th refresher course. Clear? So I use the command \tiny and put the words which I need to decrease the font size. Say 84th refresher course. Clear? Tiny. In curly braces 84th refresher course. Let me compile, and what you will see, this word 84th HRDC. Clear? This is in small. This is in small braces. Okay. So you can also increase this size also. More than tiny, you can use subscript size. So subscript size, you can increase more size. Footnote size, you can increase more size. by using the command small, backslash small, you can use large, backslash large. Here, if you notice, this L is small L. So then more bigger, you can write capital L large. Say let me use this command. Say capital large, LARGE. Clear? So let me compile. Now this is larger. Clear? This is larger in size. Clear? So if you need more bigger size than large, then you can use huge also, HUGE. You can use huge also. Then you compile, the font size will be more larger. If you need more large, then you can use capital huge, capital H. It will increase size, more larger. You can also, large if you desire to even much larger font size than huge command, backslash capital HUGE, more than huge. What we will do, you can increase the size as much as you want, no problem. But if you want that your size should be greater than huge command, then you need to use one package in the preamble of your document. Which package? Graphics. And then we will use this command. So let me explain you so first of all, now we are going to increase the font size. Okay, so more than huge. Then what we will do, we will define package in preamble. What is preamble? Preamble is the area above the document line, above begin document line, and below the document class line. So here, use package. Which package? We need to use graphics. GRAPHICX. Be careful about the spellings. GRAPHICX. Clear? PHICX. If you write wrong spelling, even it will not work. Clear? So first thing, to get the larger size, font size, you need to use package graphics. What is package? I already told you. Package is a set of some add-on files. Clear? So then after using this package graphics in the preamble, which command you will use? You will use this command, backslash resize box, then curly braces, sign of explanation, then curly braces, font size. Now here you will put the font size, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, which font size you need, and write whatever you want. Say, let me show you. Let me increase the size of the word Patiala. Clear? So what was the command? Let me check again. Resize box. Resize box. Then curly braces, sign of explanation. Then curly braces, and curly braces, put the size which you wish. Say I put the size, say 2 centimeter. And what is the word? Select this word in curly braces, and then compile. And let's see what happens to the word Patiala. This is get very large in size. Now this size of this word Patiala is now 2 centimeter. You can increase the size 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter as per your requirement. So it means if you need larger font size, you can do, no problem. But you need to add package. Which package? Graphics package in the preamble of the document, and then you need to use this command, resize box command. Clear? That's why I told you LaTeX involves lots of commands, but it is easy to remember. When you practice this LaTeX in the daily, then you will get the idea about these commands, and then it will be easy for you to write your document using LaTeX. Clear? And next is after font size, I am getting some messages. Let me check whether they are relevant to me or not. So, okay, this is, I think, okay. Now next thing is you can color the font size also. You can color the font size also. Again, you need to add, you need to enhance the capability of LaTeX. How you can enhance the capability of LaTeX? Because by using the package color. So we've used this package color first of all in the preamble. So let me take this package first. Then I will show how can you color. Say use package. Which package? Color. COLOR, color. Okay. So after color package, then how can you color the word or full sentence? No problem. You can not only color a word, you can color a word also, a sentence also, or a paragraph also. How can you color? By using this command \text color. I told you each command start with backslash. So \text color. Which color you need? If you need red color, put red. If you need blue color, put blue. If you need yellow, green, if you need, you can write there. And then select that sentence or word or paragraph using your braces, curly braces. So let me show you. So which command you will use now in the text? \text color, TEXT clear, text color. Then use color, pick color. So let me choose say red. I choose red color, and then select the sentence. Enclose that sentence in curly braces. So I put the curly braces before and end of that sentence. Clear? I select the whole sentence in curly braces. Clear? I select the curly. Now compile, and let's see what happens. Now the whole line gets colored in red. You can use any color. You can use say green. You can say green, no problem. The color of the sentence will be in green in color. So there are three basic color: red, blue, green. You can the specialty is you can mix these colors also as per your requirement. We can mix other colors by using which command? By using this command, text color. Okay. In curly braces, you will put RGB. R means red, G means green, B means blue. These are three basic colors: red, green, blue. And in curly braces, I am writing X, Y, Z. X for red, Y for green, Z for blue. But they are. You can say that in layman language, the quantity of color, that X quantity of red color, Y quantity of green color, blue quantity of Z quantity of blue color, and then select your word. So let me show you. Say not green. Let me check red, green, blue in curly braces. Let me select its quantity in percentage, like here. So how much? Say 40%, 20%, 60%. Let me take green as a 20%. Take green as a 20%. Red as 20%. Green as a 30%. Okay. Blue as a say 45%. Then start. 45.05. clear? So 45%, 0.45. So let me compile, and you will get that color. This is that color where red is how much? Red is 20%. Red is 20%. Green is 30%. Blue is 45%. You can adjust the percentage also. Say let me increase red color. Say let me take it is say 50%. Then this color becomes what? So this is this color now. So in this way you can control, or you can mix the colors also, no problem. Next command is blanks in source file. Actually, blank means in space. When you write your document using Word, how can you get words, space between words? Space between words. We usually put press and space bar. If you press space bar once or twice or thrice in MS Word, you get same type of space between the words. But here you will use space bar in Word, no problem. If you by mistake, if you press the space bar thrice or 10 times or 15 times, we have no problem. It will count. LaTeX will count only once. LaTeX will count only once. Let me show you. It is sentence over sentence. I press space bar after today, say 5 times. If you're writing in your MS Word will show this much gap between the words. Clear? But when if by mistake in LaTeX, if you press space bar 5 times, 10 times, and when you compile your document, let's see what happens. We have no effect of 5 or 6 press buttons. Clear? We have no effect on this. It will count only once. Clear? So this is the way. So one blank space is same as 1000. Clear? Same as 1000. Only first one will be counted. Blank space at the beginning of the input file will be ignored. New paragraph. How can you get new paragraph? Between two paragraphs, insert a empty line. So let me show you how you can insert an empty line. So let me, this is say over 2 days we are attending this class. Say this is over, say 1 paragraph. So let me, this is 1 paragraph. Okay, let me show you. This is, for example, paragraph, bigger paragraph. Okay, so how can you get second paragraph? Second paragraph, say, let me select all the whole paragraph. How do you get second paragraph? Simply insert a blank line between two paragraphs, and then compile. This one blank line, empty line. It will create a new paragraph. Again, as if you take 1 empty line or 1000 empty line, LaTeX will count only one first. Say let me press enter to more than 1, 4, 5, 7 times. Even then, when you compile, this LaTeX will use empty lines only once. It will count only once. Whether you press the enter button 1000 times, even then it will count only once. Okay. This is one way to generate a paragraph. The other way is you can write this command also. So this is continuation. Now we have continuation, one big paragraph. So how can you get small paragraph? How can you divide into 2 paragraphs? You can use this command \par. It will generate a next paragraph \par. Let's see. This is the next paragraph. So by using this command \par, it will generate new paragraph also. And next paragraph, if you need indentation or no indentation, you will use these commands \indent or \no indent. Okay, no problem. Next command, character command, it is very easy, no problem. Quotation marks, you can listen. In quotation marks, usually in MS Word, to write your quotations, we use double quotes, beginning, opening double quotes, and opening double quotes, and then some word, say Patiala, and then closed double quotes. We usually use these quotes while writing your MS Word, writing in MS Word. But these opening and closed double quotes do not work in LaTeX. If you compile using these double quotes, what you will get? let's see, you will get this thing. Let me enlarge so that you can see easily. You will get this thing, this double quotes. It is not a good. It is not in this thing you get. It is not opening quotes. Clear? So what we will do in LaTeX, we will not use opening double quotes and close double quotes to write quotes in LaTeX. What we will use in place of these opening and closing quotes, we will use graves, open graves and close graves. They are if you see in your keyboard and in your keyboard on the left extreme top below the escape line, there is a symbol opening graves. These are opening graves. Then Patiala, then single quotes, closing single quotes, compile. Let's see, you get this Patiala word, this Patiala in quotes very easily. So we will use these graves in place of double quotes in LaTeX. Okay. So next command is dashes. If you need a simple dash, so you will write simple dash. Say like father-in-law. I use simple hyphen. You get hyphen as a result. No problem. If you need dash, n dash is bigger than hyphen. Then you will press the hyphen twice. If you need m dash, much larger than n dash, you will write the hyphen thrice. If you need minus sign, negative sign, then for negative sign you will put $sign before and end of hyphen. Clear? Let me show you. Like say father hyphen in hyphen law. Clear? Okay. Then say father double hyphen in double hyphen law. Clear? Then father triple hyphen in triple hyphen law. Let me show what is happening here. Let it compile. So these are the difference. If you use hyphen single time, you get hyphen as a result, no problem. When you use hyphen double time, then you get n dash. If you use 3 times, you get n dash. If you need negative sign, minus sign, you need to put $sign before and after that. Say 5 hyphen 3 is equal to 2 and with $sign. So this hyphen will work as a minus sign, but provided you put $sign. So this is now hyphen is now negative sign. Clear? So this is a way to use these hyphens. So next command is after hyphen. So this current date command. Clear? So what is this? Let me show you by taking example. If you need that your current date, today's date appear say for example here after Patiala, what I will do? I need not to write current date, say 13th August 2020. I will simply put /today, and I will compile my document, and you will see the current date there. August 33, 2020. August 13, 2020. Wherever you need the current date, put that command /today at that place. Clear? But be conscious while using this command. Do not rely too much on this command. Why? Reprocessing a 2-year-old document source file will yield document with processing date, not the date when you have written that document. Means for example, I have written one document 2 years back, and at that time 2 years back I use this command today /today, because at that day I need that current date. Okay, so I use today command. Clear? So now I by mistake or by anything, by any reason, I compiled my 2 years old file, source file today. When I compiled, because there is a written command to / today. Now when I compiled the source file again today, now the 2 years back file, now after compiling today, will show the current date, today's date. So be conscious while using this today command, because whenever you will recompile your document, it will show the current date of compilation. Clear? So this is this command. So next is very important, horizontal spacing. Horizontal spacing between the words. Horizontal spacing between the words. So you can insert horizontal spacing between the words by this command, \h space. H means horizontal space, and in the curly braces where I written space, put the space how much you desire. Means 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter, but the size you need. Let me show you. Say we have. Let me show you. Say Punjabi University. Say Patiala. Punjabi University Patiala. I use this space as \, always started with \, h space, what space I desire. Say I put 5 centimeter, and let me compile. When I compile, there will be a gap or horizontal space of 5 centimeter between Punjabi University and Patiala. Let's see this. This is the way to add horizontal spacing between the words. You can add. You can not only the blank space between the words. This is star command, horizontal space star. If such space should be kept even it is fall at the end or at the starting line, it means if you need spacing in the starting of the line. Say for example, if you use, say let me show you. If you use this h space command in the starting, so okay, let me show you first. I am not using any space command. I am simply writing Punjabi University Patiala. It shows like this. It is line starting from here, Punjabi University Patiala. If I use this command h space 5 centimeter in the starting of the line, what we shall get? Clear? We have this. Usually in large document, it will not show the space in the starting. So for starting, we need to use this star command. In large command, it shows. So we will use this star command, and this will show this much space. Okay. So it will at space. You cannot simply the add space as much as between the two words. You can also, there is another command. Let me show you another command. This is you can also decrease. You can not only increase the space, horizontal space between the words. You can also decrease also. So for decrease, you need to mention negative distance. So for example, if I take minus 0.1 centimeter, minus 0.1 centimeter. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Now if you notice, now the interspace between University and Patiala get a decrease. You can decrease more also. Say take minus 0.2. Let me compile once again. What do you see? The distance get more decrease. You can say 3. Use 3, then compile. It get overlapped. They get overlapped, almost overlapped. It means you can not only increase, you can also decrease the distance between the words also. So next is, there is one command, hfill command, horizontal fill. So what it do? Let me take one example first, then I will tell you what it is doing. hfill command. What happens when you use this hfill command between two words? Let me show you. What happens? The words before hfill command, what they are? These words, Punjabi University. These words before hfill command, they will get left aligned. They will reach to left margin, and the words after hfill command, it is Patiala here, it will be right aligned. It will reach to near to the right margin. Clear to the right margin. So in this way, this hfill command will fill hfill command will fill the gap between the words. And before hfill command, the words will be left aligned. After the hfill command, the words will be your right aligned. So you can use multiple hfill command also, like this. Say I use Punjabi hfill University, hfill Patiala, hfill Punjab. Let's see what will happen. Now we are using hfill command multiple times, 4 times. You are getting this thing. It will the whole line. It is divided into this way. Clear? So you can not only you can not only have the blank space between the words, you can also get dot lines also between the words. You can also get the straight line also, and combination of them also. Let me show you how to get dots between the words. We will use \dot fill. Let me show you. Dot fill. The space between the words will get filled with dots. Fill with the dots. And you can use if you need a straight line, you will use hrule fill. What it will do? It will fill the gap by a straight line. So you can add dots, you can add straight lines, you can add empty space also. So you can do anything for using this command. Clear? So you can use in combination also, like as we have seen in the example. So vertical space. For horizontal space we have H space. For vertical spaces between the paragraphs, vertical space between the paragraphs, you can use this command, v space command. Let me show you. So say we have 2 paragraphs. Say today is a nice day. So this is my sentence. Let me generate a paragraph. So this is my first paragraph. This is my second paragraph. Okay. When I compile, we have this much distance. We have usual by default gap between these 2 paragraphs. You can increase or decrease also. You can increase or decrease this gap between the paragraphs by vertical space, v space. How much space you need? Put that space in curly braces. So let me add say 5 centimeter. Let me compile, and you will get 5 centimeter gap, 5 centimeter vertical space between the paragraphs. So in this way you can increase or you can add vertical space between the paragraphs also. And you can not only the paragraph, you can also add vertical space within the paragraph also. Clear? So within the paragraph also, let me show you by taking example. So say it is in continuation. So it is I put V space within the paragraph. In the paragraph, what will happen? Even then we are getting space. What will happen? This space will appear. If I put this vertical space. Say, let me differentiating here. Today is Wednesday. Let me show you one thing. I put vertical space before Wednesday word. Before Wednesday word. Here, I write vertical space here. I put vertical space here. Then vertical space will appear after closing this current line. After closing this current line, in which I use vertical space command. After clear. So if these commands are given within the paragraph, the extra space will insert after the current line in which you have used this command, which is right and left aligned, of course, no problem. Clear. So when you are writing using within the paragraph, the gap will show after the current line. Clear. Star parameter means it will add extra spaces. If sometime what happens when you add vertical space, it might be possible that your paragraph below paragraph goes to your next page. It might be possible if it is large in size. To prevent that your below paragraph go to next page, then use star command. V space star. Okay. vfill command. What hfill command do? The hfill command fill the gap between the words, and words before as hfill command, they are left aligned. Words after hfill command, they are right aligned. Vfill command do the same thing. It will fill the gap between the paragraph. The paragraph before vfill command, it will be aligned near the top. And the paragraph after the vfill command, that will be aligned near the bottom. Clear? Let me show you. Vfill command. Let me show you. The paragraph before vfill, it is aligned top aligned, and the paragraph after vfill command, it is aligned near the bottom, and it will fill the gap, space gap between the two paragraphs. You can also adjust the gap between the paragraph by using these commands: big skip command, medium skip command, or small skip command. So by using, you can also add some vertical spacing between the paragraphs also. Next thing is line breaking. How can you break the line? You can simply write double backslash after the line. Let me show you. So this is my full paragraph. Okay, this is my paragraph. Okay, if I want to break my paragraph, or I want to break this line, want to break this line before Wednesday. What I will do? I will insert double time backslash, and then compile. Let's see what happens. My line will get a break here. So to break the line, I will put simply double time backslash, and what you will get the next line will get a break, of course, and there is a usual difference by default gap between two lines. You can increase these gaps also, the gap between these two lines also. How? You can write this gap also here, double time backslash, then curly braces, and put the gap which you want. I say 2 centimeters. By using this 2 centimeters, what you will see? Let's see what happens. I am compiling. Okay, line get break here before Wednesday because I put double backslash here, and I put 2 centimeters. So it means there is a gap of 2 centimeters also. So you can also increase this gap between the lines also by adding this command. Okay, you can also use this command also, \new line, \new line. Either use backslash twice, or you can use this command new line and compile again, you get the new line. Clear? So this is the way to break the line. Clear? Okay, this is star. You can use double time backslash star. This star format prevents new page from occurring between the two lines, because when you break the line, it might be possible that the next line will go to the next page. To prevent that the next line go to the next page, you can. So next is boxes. So I think I should take break for 10 minutes for the question answer session.
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes. Any one of you have any query? Any one of you have query? Then you can ask.
Now we have question answer session. House is open for all. Anybody want to ask any question from this first session?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello. I am listening. Yes. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Good morning.
Sir, we can write here typing. Rather than typing,
Yes.
we can use the word file text here in this LaTeX.
Sorry. Please repeat your question, please.
Sir, rather than typing in this after begin, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We can copy the word file text and paste here.
Exactly. Yes. You can do.
And-
If you have
and,
already. Yes. Let me repeat. Let me complete first. If you have a document in already typed in MS Word, you can copy the document from there and paste here and compile. You will get the document in LaTeX. No problem.
Okay.
Provided
And,
there should. Yes. Please.
Hello. Sir, please.
Hello.
Yes.
Disturbance is there. Something disturbance
Yes.
is there. Sir,
Please.
next question is that can we use this LaTeX for the chemical formulas or reactions? Writing the chemical formulas or reactions?
Yes. You can draw any picture, any diagram using LaTeX, but it needs some practice.
Exactly,
No
our chemical formulas are very much dissimilar for the pictures, sir.
You can, I will in exactly. You can write these all formulas, benzene and others using a LaTeX, but you need some basic knowledge, because these are some special characters. They are not easily available directly in the WinEdit or LaTeX. Then you have to draw them using the LaTeX, or you can also search. I will share one book. I will share one book with all of you. I will give that book to your director, or I can also provide directly to you. From that book you can find your symbol of either of benzene or other, and you can find that symbol from your book, and you can write that command for that symbol in your LaTeX file. No problem. It is possible. Yeah.
हेलो सर, मैं डॉक्टर सरबजीत सिंह खालसा कालेज पटियाले तो मैं कंफर्टेबल इन पंजाबी लैंग्वेज। सर मेरा प्रश्न ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੇਸਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਾਂਗੇ, ਕੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦਾ ਰਾਵੀ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਕੋਈ ਫਾਂਟ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੇਸਟ ਹੋ ਸਕੇਗਾ?
देखो, मैं डॉक्टर विशाल जी कोशिश कर रहे ने हुण ਅਸੀਂ ਥੋੜੇ ਦਿਨ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਐਸਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰੀਏ ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਈਏ। ਹਾਂ, ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਇਮੇਜ ਦੇਖੋ, as a image ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ for example you have a PDF file of your Punjabi document, clear?
जी जी
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਪੇਪਰ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ, ਕੋਈ ਦਿੱਕਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ PDF ਫਾਈਲ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ PDF ਫਾਈਲ ਨੂੰ as such insert ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ LaTeX ਵਿੱਚ, no problem।
जी 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 सर, जी शुक्रिया सर।
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ, ਮੋਸਟ ਵੈਲਕਮ।
ਤੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਬਾਕੀ ਸਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਫੌਂਟਸ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਅਨਮੋਲ, ਅਸੀਸ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਫੌਂਟ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਫੈਸਿਲਿਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਆ ਜਾਣਗੇ, ਬਾਕੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਪਊਗਾ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਐਨੀਬੋਡੀ ਐਲਸ?
ਹਿੰਦੀ ਲਈ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਇੱਕ ਜਸਟ ਅ ਮਿੰਟ ਯੂਜ਼
Yes sir, you are audible sir.
Okay, let me there is a lot of disturbance.
ਬਾਕੀ ਜਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਊਟ ਕਰ ਲਓ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।
ਤਾਂ ਅਗਰ if you want to write in Hindi, if you
Dr. Charanjeev, Dr. Rakesh must have been tired, so we can take a break up to 12 because there is a session of continuation. So we can take the queries and continue with the session on at 12:30 or 12 o'clock. Fine? Yeah.
12 o'clock. Okay, sir. This will be fine.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So,
thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Rakesh.
Thank you very much.
Next session will also continue by Dr. Rakesh, sir. So we will all join at 11:50. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you.